Deal with Victor.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because that was Doinby's thing. Victor was clearly good, and they had to take that away in the last series for Snake. And now it's Rookie that's taking it away from him and overperforming on the champion, you have to say. But we're into what could be our final draft. Xiaogu on the left. They'll be blue side. IG here on the red. Azir banned by them to start things off. Fiora and Gangplank also taken away. So stick into those standard 5/16 picks as Nidalee gets banned once more away from Swift.
Yeah, no surprise to see that taken away. You know, we kept on talking about it. Swift, when he's on those carry-style champions, he will actually put his team on his back and carry, but we haven't really seen him do that quite yet in this set. He was in the Gragas in the previous game, and in the one before, he was able to take the Gragas again, so it'll be a tough say.
This is almost like a Riven ban right now. It's just so hard for them because last pick is on Invictus Gaming, so they need to ban something that can be counter-picked from them. So Yasuo, Riven, both very important bans for them. Leaves open Kalista, leaves open Lulu. They ban one. You should get the other here, Xiaogu.
Yep.
But there's always going to be the Victor.
There's the Victor, though. And Doinby even said, if Victor's open, I will pick it. But he's passed by it twice so far, and twice that Victor has gotten MVP against him. But instead,
might be a high-impact jungler. It is Swift. Going to take Skarner away from Qiao. I like the change away from Gragas, but the instant Braum lock in there, IG again have stuck to such solid drafting. And Victor's there again for Rookie.
Yeah, no surprise to see that Victor locked in. If you need any reference, just watch the previous two games. Rookie is playing at 100% efficiency right now. And the fact that he's allowed to stay on the same champion, he doesn't have to change up his playstyle at all.
It's just such a big, like, Qiao, they're stuck in the last patch. Their top laner, their jungler very much so have adapted. They've tried Gangplank mid, but it doesn't work. They've tried Gangplank top. He died 4 times in laning phase. They are struggling to adapt to the new champion. Swift is the only one that has successfully done so with that Skarner in the jungle. And because of this, they're picking these different champions. They're giving away all of these really ridiculously strong champions. Braum is a big point of contention between TCT and Kitties, but they've given it to Kitties every single time.
They have. And could you have paid for it as well? They might regress even further back into the patches. That's Sivajana for Xiaogu, keeping it very safe in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is like, exactly as you said, a flashback to 5-7, 5-8. We're going back into the early weeks of the LPL when Xiaogu really took off. Kid even giving us a nod with that Draven hover. Finish off his Worlds run in style if he decides to pick that up. But yeah, I expect him to go for something a little bit more standard.
Well, there's Gragas for Qiao, so that's a pretty strong pick for him. Into the Skarner, we'll see how Qiao performs on the other side of that matchup. And Kid actually going to take the Ashe here. They hovered Olaf. So that's definitely an option here for V if he plays it. But Kid going to take a bit of a gamble there with, again, another big utility duo lane.
Just letting them know.
Yep.
Olaf exists.
What would you tell them?
It's a threat. It's a threat. Be careful what you pick.
If you take this Olaf, then
what if QG pick Olaf?
They've gone for Sivajana Skarner. They're looking for a hyper carry mid lane and a tank top lane generally.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there you go.
I like this from Xiaogu. I was harping on it last game, going back to, you know, we've got to protect the carry. We've got to play this one style. They haven't been playing this style for pretty much this entire tournament. But now they have a go button. Now they have a way in.
Back to basics there for Xiaogu. I like the semi-counter pick, I guess, of Kassadin for Doinby. I at least like that he's picked into Rookie, rather than the other way around, because it feels like he was pigeonholed into some pretty standard picks and then got punished by Victor because Victor's just such a great champion. Not going to be an easy lane, but manageable, and certainly something that Doinby will be relatively familiar with. Is all IG have to do is pick one Moss champion, and we're done for this champ select. It's been very quick.
Yeah, we're looking at the Maokai right now for Zatai. We saw V take it in the last game too. Pretty great success. I mean, he was keeping alive for a long time. And yeah, he's going to commit to it. Maokai locked in for IG.
It's Maokai. Just kind of does his job. Protects your carries, provides solid initiation. Great against Kassadin in particular. And we've seen what happens with the Skarner interaction. That's pretty funny as well.
Yeah. Look, it's pretty good. Zatai has decided to play a tank, and that's the one thing that confuses me the most right now. You look at Invictus Gaming's draft, and they might be missing damage. Kid is always that questionable carry when he's not playing Kalista. Their lane's strong, but they've got a tank top, tank jungle, and it's all on Rookie again.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I feel like IG are relying on someone who they know is performing well. Rookie, he's gotten MVP 2 times in a row on this Victor. I think they expect a similar performance in this game. I've got to admit, I'm in the same boat. Xiaogu, though, look to put a damper on things with this all-in team comp.
They have no games left to lose to Xiaogu, so they're going to put everything they know into this last game. And we talked about going back to basics for the team. They're going all the way back for this particular game. But if they're going to make a comeback, it does start here where they're comfortable. So we'll go through the matchups now. We'll start in the top lane. V back on Hecarim as the tie's taken up Maokai.
Yeah, in the jungle, it's going to be Swift on Skarner versus that Qiao Gragas.
Very interesting matchup, of course. Qiao regressing back to his Gragas up against Skarner, the control jungler. Will be very difficult for Qiao.
Well, Doinby on Kassadin. Going to be a fun one there as Rookie gets Victor for the 3rd game in a row. And TNT back to Sivir with Kid on the Ashe again, going into more of the utility lane. And then the Frosty bottom lane, Kid, he's going to be playing Braum and TCT on that Janna.
Yeah, so this is going to be an exciting set. IG look to close out their run for Worlds in style. And Xiaogu look to put a heavy halt on it.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. It's one last game potentially left for IG. Let's get onto the Rift. And we're here now for game number 3 as Xiaogu have to fight with backs against the wall for the next 3 games if they want to be the last Chinese team to represent the LPL at Worlds. And Invictus Gaming, they've been playing so well up until this point, and they are 1 game away from finally realizing something they have not done in 2 to 3 years' time, and that's a visit back to the World Championships.
I do like the adaptation here, though, I have to admit, from Doinby, going for that Kassadin into the Victor. It's a 50-50 matchup in terms of win rates for both champions into each other. So it could go either way, but the fact that you can max the Q as Kassadin, you can stop a lot of the damage that Rookie outputs. It helps with your laning pressure by a lot. Yeah,
and Doinby has been having a lot of trouble against Rookie's Victor. Looks like we are seeing a bit of a lane swap, however, as both of the AD carries are on that top side of the map.
Australian lanes.
Yep. Flip them upside down, boys. Kid and Kitties are in the top lane.
I come from a lane down under. I'm so sad I said that.
That's beautiful. That's going on Reddit.
I hate myself.
Zatai.
Welcome to the land of play.
Teaming up under this Blues. Zatai might be taking the Sentinels here for a bit of extra experience, but like Rusty said, we are going to swap the lanes upside down. And we're going to have a bit of help there from Zatai. Going to help with a blue just a bit more. But we'll break out into effectively standard lanes once this settles.
Yeah, seems to be some safer stuff. We're seeing Kid and Kitties now get in nice and safe. The volley should keep Kid pretty even in pace with the wave clear from TNT's Boomerang. And as you mentioned, of course, the Kassadin into the Victor hopes to keep Doinby afloat under the pressure that we're expecting to see. Interestingly enough, we are seeing a bit of a divergence as that's level 2 now picked up for Zatai as he heads into lane. V was still only level 1 when he had him down.
So the standard lanes, to an extent, favors Xiaogu because they're also maintaining what should be the 1 versus 1 in that middle lane. And that's exactly what Doinby actually wants to have, as he's currently struggling to get last hits and levels, but for the most part, should be okay in this laning phase. Top lane.
Very aggressive tag there, actually, as TNT's 1 order away. Does get stunned up by Kid. TCT now going to get stunned. The Ashe Braum lane coming up good. The Q is there. Kid firing away into them.
Dangerous, dangerous. TCT walks back to cop the stun for no particular reason. TNT tries to make a trade to put down some damage in response, but again, everyone really struggling here from Xiaogu to last hit minions in their own respective lanes.
This is what we expected, however. IG are very strong in lanes, and in the past 2 games, IG have been setting a really strong pace. Swift for a bit of action on this top side.
You'll notice Swift does this a lot, and I don't know if he's aware that he's on a ward most of the time that he does this, but he stands in that exact bush. And he stands and he stands, And nothing ever happens. But that's the one thing Swift does that I dislike about his jungling. He is exceptional at everything else.
And it's so weird as well because Swift's ganks on particular junglers are excellent. Yeah. He has some of the best mind games I've ever seen of a jungler. And his pathing's usually very creative. But for whatever reason, in this game, this particular jungle matchup, he's just not found the same level of success that he has on other junglers. I don't know if it's a meta thing or a matchup thing or a mindset thing or what specifically it is. But Swift jungling has been so much worse, specifically against Qiao, than almost anybody else in the LPL.
Definitely has been. Qiao just has this unique pressure that he can place down on you. He seems to know where you are at all times. And all of the laners of Invictus Gaming, which could be another feature of it, their wards are very aptly placed. There is minimal amounts of them, but they're all in the right spot.
Oh, Doinby in trouble. Good flash body slam. Doinby is dead as the Igniter is down, and Rookie will claim first blood.
Honestly, did not need to flash there to cast it. And the second Gragas used that body slam, he should have known he was going to go down. Rookie is running Ignite, which is the one big change in this lane right now. He's looking to kill more. Doesn't have the cleanse that we've seen from him in the past 2 games.
Really tricky situation for Xiaogu as they find themselves down. First blood onto Rookie's Victor in this set. TNT drops the spell shield, doesn't quite soak too much. TCT is able to body block. IG are already 800 gold ahead, 5 minutes in.
I just love the change from IG. As TNT again going to get himself stunned here. The Braum passive already on. Kid pops his Q. Dodges that Boomerang Blade, and TZT's going to start eating arrows now as well. But I just love the change in momentum here for the team. 2 different lanes, mid and top, or bottom lane, I guess, depending on how you want to think about it, are starting to get aggressive in this game. You can tell IG want to press forward and close this game out quickly.
Worlds is on the line.
Exactly.
For Invictus Gaming. And as you said, this is going to be the first time in, I believe, 2 years that they'll have an opportunity to pull this off.
And I think the first time for Qiao.
Yep.
And the first time for Rookie.
Yeah.
And the first time for Kitties as well, if I'm remembering the Season 2 lineup. But just think about Qiao and Rookie as players, how well they have played in the LPL, how well known they are in Korea, their OGN success. To be a team that was pretty much let down and didn't make it, basically to be the IG in Korea of World's qualification spots because of OMG, at least in China. To miss out was a massive thing for them. As Zatai's kind of in trouble here. B getting aggressive, but no ulti means he'll be okay.
Forcibly making him recall does have the teleport available, Zatai, so he can very easily come back. I think what I like the most about that is it could force the teleport to actually happen so that there's less control around the map. IG can't just put their bottom lane down in the bottom lane and actually control the dragon. It maintains the laning phase that they're in right now.
Yeah, there is the teleport from Zatai as he heads bottom. V instantly recalls once he sees that. Doesn't quite have home guard just yet. Left with completed merc credits, he should be safe in the laning phase while Swift
holding his hand at the moment.
Yeah.
Bit of babysitting.
He just said, you know what, Doinby, I believe in you. And he walked up, gave him a pat on the shoulder.
His claw.
Walked out.
Kitties is back at it again, by the way. I like that they're playing into the Sivadana lane, because again, very non-interactive usually. As Swift has found Qiao. He's going to get the stun off Fracture. Qiao has to get out of the way. Swift trying to body block the body slam, but Qiao jukes him to the right and gets out safely.
Also juking towards Rookie, so a point of power sitting on that other side of the wall. And if they continue to try and block it, you were asking to take most of your health bar and the body slam just wouldn't have been used.
So we'll reset things a bit now, and IG 1,000 gold up after that 1 kill. They're farming nicely up along this rift as well. Rookie looking good. He's got the Mark 1 Hex Court up already. Catalyst there from Maokai. Sightstone already for Qiao. Again, just very efficient, very strong play from these sides. And Swift and Qiao both back in the top lane. Swift is trying to get TNT going, but...
He's so greedy for that gank in the top lane, but he is not finding it. Kid and Kitties have got such excellent control over this wave, and now that TNT is shoving it forward, it's just impossible for Swift to find a way in. Not to mention Qiao, as we expected, being the best CCTV available.
Speaking of impossible, though, Rookie in this middle lane is making Doinby's life impossible. He has really been struggling to do anything. He's zoned away for the most part from his own turret, and the minions are just consistently being pushed there. Swift, he can't make anything happen. We saw a period of babysitting even. just to try and make something happen positively for Doinb, but it's really not working out. There is a lot of positives behind Xiaogu right now, is that the Sivir exists and is doing perfectly fine. V is farming, which is a big deal. He may be slightly behind, but he's still farming. He's still ramping up in power. But this middle lane is getting desperately behind.
And on mid lane, I have seen Rookie do this constantly in the LPL regional qualifiers. So I'm actually going to give respect not just to Rookie for being such a strong laner, but to Qiao. Because if you push this aggressively into every single matchup and don't get punished, that means the enemy team is afraid of your jungler.
100%. It does mean that Qiao is keeping a hold of where Swift is at all times, or forcing people to positions where there is just no way to legitimately gank this middle lane at all. It allows Rookie to be unlocked, and the best part about that is that when Rookie... Oh my god.
Oh, good flash. TNT dodges the arrow as again Kid and Kitties go aggressive in the top lane. And the reason that they knew that was because they saw Swift in the bottom lane. The deep pink ward from Qiao spotted him as he headed toward the Krug camp.
They've got Doinb.
Could be in trouble now. Qiao does get his ulti flash, but he'll get a summoner spell out of it for his troubles. And again, Invictus Gaming just on top of the map. Every time QG want to do anything, IG feel like they're already there.
It's this single pink ward sitting in Xiaogu's jungle. It spots out Swift. The top lane fights. The mid lane fights. Qiao finds Doinb in doing so, and it's all from one piece of information. So Invictus Gaming, they're playing very smart right now. It's assertive, but it's also calculated in what they are doing. And this is very, very scary for Xiaogu.
Yeah, and look at the advantages and how that's opened up. Not only is that first blood for IG, but they're also 1,500 gold ahead. Rookie is keeping Doinb occupied, but Doinb goes aggressive onto Rookie. He even dropped the Ignite right there, trying to reclaim control of this lane.
Sending a message.
Yeah, you can see the theory of the Kassadin lane there as well. Like Rusty said, pretty good against magic damage, especially if you pump a few extra levels into the queue. But Rookie, Karma Collected, throws down the gravity field as Xiaogu, one of the first proactive moves of the series, as a look to take Dragon #1. In fact, with a good pink ward placement and some nice timing, they'll get it.
I mean, there's even lanes and there's good lanes, and then there's lanes where you play with no regard for enemy players. And that is exactly what Rookie is doing right now. So even if this lane was a losing lane for him, he's playing like he's winning. And that's exactly how this comes to fruition.
With the swap initiated, TNT and TCT head down to the bottom lane. Kid and Kitties, however, are still staying in the top. Ultimate is actually used as they flash forward looking for V. He already used his onslaught of shadows. He's got nowhere to go. Another kill for IG.
Qiao, you didn't need to use your ultimate, man. Just calm down. Just calm down. They still got the kill, and that was solo for Invictus Gaming's top lane with an added bonus of an explosive cast to like knock around the dead body of V, I guess.
They'll get the turret now as well as a result. And Zatai back in the bottom side with his teleport if he needs to, able to fend off Sivir and Janna for now. So it could be a turret up now for IG. They'll take the top lane turret. If Zatai can protect the bottom lane turret and let Kid and Kitties get there first, then IG are going to go up even more gold now. As in fact, after that tower, they pop up about 3k.
And he will be able to defend this turret quite handily, you would imagine. The only reason he couldn't is if there was jungle pressure. But look at the ward placement again from Invictus Gaming. They know exactly where Skarner is. Yeah, so this turret is getting low.
They're going for it. They actually will get it, but Zatai going to start something off here. Can anybody else join in? TCT is going to get locked up. The heal's forced out Zatai. Fairly tanky. Good damage there as well. Forces the exhaust on the Maokai. TCT flashes. And they use so much just for one turret.
Exactly, and this is why they can't go for that turret. They end up losing a lot of their health and a lot of damage from Zatai just to get it down. So someone is used for the turret. It's great because they still manage to trade the turret, but because they're even and still down 2,000 gold, not ideal, but it's what has to be done.
Yeah, and now they're going to have to lane against Kid and Kitties, who have returned to this bottom lane with a turret-breaking build. So not only is that hurting them in the long run with those summoner spells being done, but it just might hurt them immediately as they're about to lose tier 1.
They're actually matching builds at the moment as well, so they're both looking to just take down objectives and control the map. Unfortunately, one team seems to be a little bit more superior in their map control, and that's coming from the jungle. It's all stemming from this jungle control that Qiao is putting into place. It lets mid lane be aggressive. It lets the bottom duo just be overly aggressive with the use of arrows, and Braum with that Unbreakable just standing in front of them, knows where Swift is. It's just starting to unravel a little bit here for Xiaogu.
Certainly is. As Rookie a level up and 30 CS ahead there in that particular matchup. I guess the one good news for Xiaogu is that they did get Dragon #1. IG are not going to be able to snowball that nearly as aggressively as they have, but they're starting to get ahead in lanes. They're moving around very well together as a unit, trying to take down some more turrets. And this mid tower, again, Rookie, so much pressure that he's basically soloed down this turret.
Kid joins him. Swift
Oh my God,
flashes
that
forward
arrow.
and eats an arrow. He can't quite find it. Rookie backs out as the stun wears off. He's still alive despite TCT's reset. They turn onto Doinby. He goes down, and IG pick up 2 kills. Zatai's not even done yet. He's found B on the side, but decides to let him go.
That arrow from Kid was
So
just
sick.
That's unbelievable. He blocked a point-blank Skarner flash ultimate and denied that engage from Xiaogu. Just like that, they turn a fight completely on its head. IG.
And they'll steal the blue buff as well. Rookie counters back with a gravity field and a whole boatload of damage. And again, we've seen what happens when Rookie's Victor gets going. Now 50 CS ahead and 2-0-1. But you saw Kid there for a second. Those were some pretty outrageous reflexes.
That was disgusting. Like we complimented Swift's Gragas ultimate before. That was close to that level. It just doesn't make sense when it works, you know?
But it certainly did. And IG getting further and further ahead now. 4,500 gold up.
Things not looking good for Xiaogu. This is their last chance. They have to win here if they want to keep themselves in this set. But 15 minutes in, they're down
This
quite
is absurd.
a bit.
Look at the amount of wards on Swift's red buff. There is 3 wards watching him do this. They'll know where he leaves to. They basically know his address. Like,
Yeah, they'll know what he had for lunch.
yeah.
Look at his social security
got his
number.
social.
Yeah, they know it all. And that's honestly a testament to how Qiao plays the game. Very controlling, great vision, and that's been what we've seen in this set. Swift has been smothered by Qiao's jungle pressure.
Yeah, honestly, that is exactly what it's been.
I was really thought that
expecting,
Kid was going to arrow him.
Kitty's had the flank. Wow, he stayed.
Yeah, still got the flank. Just wasting some of Doinby's time for now as Doinby's trying to recall. IG, however, are reclaiming control of the map. 5,000 gold ahead. They've got control over top and bottom lane. Last question mark for them is that mid lane, but then again, there is Rookie's Victor sitting nice and comfortable with fresh blue buff in it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
I think so too. 3-1 up in turrets for IG. 4-0 up in kills. And just missing that dragon really, which will be back up in 25 seconds if IG want to try and claim their first. Kid goes back. Gets himself an Infinity Edge now as well. So righteous glory there for Maokai. Aegis up for Qiao already. And a decent amount of damage onto Rookie. IG are more than ready to fight Xiaogu if that's what they really want.
Xiaogu, they just have to look towards TNT. He doesn't have a big item yet, but honestly, this Civ is the one that has to step up in these fights. He's got to be that big carry. Kassadin and Hecarim are going to be preoccupied with the backline of Invictus Gaming. So look to this Sivir to really step up.
Dragon has just spawned, and with Zatai's recall, he's going to complete his righteous glory. This could be a tough situation. V looks to catch a wave on the other side with teleport home guard of his own. But Xiaogu are ready, and IG already grouped by the tip.
This dragon should not be contested. I'll preface that with that. There's an Infinity Edge completed, an Aegis completed. The Righteous Glory is done. Their items are spiking right now. And if Xiaogu consider contesting this, they're going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Well, Dragon is going to be finished now. IG are able to claim it, and they might just look for the fight. V trying to line up an ulti. He's ported in. Swift going to get himself arrowed as soon as V goes in. The ulti up from Broom. Doinby trying to chase him down. Rookie is the target. He's been exhausted. He's still not dead, though. Finally, no! Still alive. The power transfer going to keep him up. And IG somehow win an absolutely absurd team fight, and nobody is dead. TCT going to be the last kill, though. Chase down for the ace. Zatai's going to be able to claim that one as well. Kitty's leaped forward, they'll clean it out, and that was absurd.
I said one thing before that fight
You
started.
did.
One thing, and that was they cannot fight right now. Look at Xiaogu's items and their lack of completed ones, saying the least. The fact that they go in this deep, the engage was great from V. He did a lot of work in that fight. They just couldn't follow it up with enough appropriate damage. And Rookie just barely living. Ash just barely living. The arrow slows down Swift. He's not there in time to really have an impact. Doing B goes really ham, but B's dead. Doing B's now stunned. Braum is the MVP in this fight just from his passive alone. There is no answer. Xiaogu, they have the engage, they don't have the follow-up. And this all, again, comes back to Braum.
Yeah, I think collectively, Rookie and Kid had about 80 health between the two of them. Rookie on the lower side at 10. And the fact that they were able to survive. Qiao, Zatai, and Kitties all peeling back to protect those carries. Rookie playing out of his mind this series. But now they've also got Kid who's doing the same. This is IG at their best.
Nobody has died from Invictus game.
Yep.
That was a fight where Xiaogu should have at least made a trade. But because they lost laning phase, they're behind by just enough. But that was the difference between two members dying and potentially swaying that fight.
Yeah.
Just Rookie. I can't stop being impressed by Rookie
The arrow.
this tournament. Good spell shield. Blocks it off there. But even the fact that Kid and Kitties are willing to do that and get that aggressive.
Yep.
If the arguably weakest players on your team are playing that aggressively, that is a great sign for your team.
So before the Dragon fight even started, it was just the Infinity Edge. And that engage in the top lane right there, the IE wasn't done for Sivir, still the components of it. And Ashe had more than just that. So very easy for them to make that decision with confidence. Nice spell shield though from Sivir.
Yeah, great reaction from TNT. We'll have to see if he can keep those reactions tense in this game as slowly but surely IG are treading further and further forward. Xiaogu are trying their best to keep in this set, but it's becoming more and more difficult as even Joinby's forced to jump away from Rookie. IG control the mid lane.
Joinby is still 50 CS down as well. Rookie's landing phase once more. He's been so oppressive. I think it's 3 games in a row that he's gotten Victor, he's gotten a CS lead, and he's gotten the mid lane turret, mostly by himself. And that amount of pressure that exerts just from one lane, Rookie's play this whole tournament has been absolutely amazing. But this set in particular looks positively flawless.
Looks like Victor.
Certainly does. And Doinby should know that.
Oh, Doinby knows that. He said he'll first pick it if it's ever available, but the drafting is the biggest issue from Xiaogu. They feel like they're a patch behind, and even now they feel like they're 2 patches behind. Look at their draft. This is like the beginning of this split of LPL.
Yeah, we're going way back with Xiaogu. And they're trying to pull the win as best they can, but with 9 deaths and not a single kill to their name, 8,000 gold behind IG right now. It's becoming so very difficult. Baron's on the board, but I don't think that anybody really wants to put themselves in that tricky a situation. IG definitely don't want to take any chances and throw it.
I don't know if IG mind too much right now, given that they do have a massive lead. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Dragon will be back in about a minute 50 as well. Invictus Gaming, they have just carved out such a massive lead. And this has happened 3 games in a row. But this one was even more about the early stages of the lanes. They just played them well. They won the fights that they brought to them. Doinby just can't do anything right now. He's running away. The arrow predicted the ulti, but he's going to die anyway.
Rookie. The arrow actually just missed V as well. That was really close. That's just absurd. Rookie is too far ahead right now that even with the Abyssal Scepter...
Time for Baron.
Yeah, I was completely wrong. That Baron is being started by IG. Rookie does so much. Here comes the rest of Xiaogu. Teleport from Zatai. V's got to hoof it. He's trying to make his way across the map down to 2,000 health, down to 1,500. Doesn't get it. It's going to be secured by IG. They destroy Swift. And with the empowered of the Baron, they shove forward.
That was Swift's moment. It was all set for him. The scene was set, but he couldn't execute on the smite. Very well done from IG, and in particular Qiao to ensure they get the Baron buff. And now this lead has just exponentially grown to a point where Xiaogu are just going to be all desperation all the time.
This would require a titanic misplay or 2 from IG to throw their spot at Worlds at this point. They are so far ahead at 23 minutes into this game. More than 10,000 gold up. They've got the Baron buff. The Dragon's coming back up, but they honestly just don't need it. They have all the tools now to push themselves through one last game and into the World Championships with a sweep. And Xiaogu, cross your fingers and start praying because you need something here. IG have been on a mission since this tournament started. and they are about to dispatch you for one last time. As Qiao will get grabbed. Arrow out as well. V going to try and salvage a team fight in the backline as the ulti does come out. The gravity field doesn't block enough there, but V, he's going to get too low. Rookie will get the first kill. TCT looks for the reset, but it's not enough. TCT's going to fall. 3-1 already as Qiao is dead. Swift will get stunned. Zatai's going to catch TNT. Good spell shield. Keeps off the twisted advance, but Rookie gets a triple kill. He's launching himself forward for this last kill. He'll laser TNT, they'll get the ace, and this may just be game.
That right there is Invictus Gaming in their prime. They get a lead. They have a 10-0-4 victor right now, and they are well and truly on track to Worlds. Xiaogu, they break the 0-kill curse at the very least. They take out Qiao, but they used everything that they have in their arsenal to ensure one member dies and they lose their inhibitor.
Yeah, you just saw Rookie grinning from ear to ear. Worlds is 3 buildings away. 2 Nexus turrets and the Nexus itself for IG. It is within their grasp. And they are willing and ready to claim it. Xiaogu trying to defend as best they can. They put up a valiant effort in that team fight. They caught Rookie, they exhausted Rookie. They caught Kid, but they just couldn't do any damage. And when TCT went to reset the fight, both Kid and Rookie were on the far side of the monsoon and got reset to safety.
And again, it's all desperation all the time from that point. The second the Baron was secured by Invictus Gaming, Xiaogu, they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
They engaged, and it was onto Qiao because he's the only one that they could hit. And from that, they almost got another team fight. It was like the dragon all over again. It was so close, but Invictus Gaming, one more time, they come out on top.
And reactive play from Xiaogu has honestly been their biggest burden in this entire set, I feel like. They're constantly playing from behind against Invictus Gaming, and they're a team possessed in this tournament. They are playing so well.
They're possessed by the World Cup. These guys
Certainly
want to go to Worlds. They're going to take down this tier 2 with Super Minions shoving down the mid lane and Zatai on the opposite side of the map. IG have got everything going for them. They've got time, they've got experience, they've got gold. The only thing left is to pull the trigger and execute.
Yep, just got to take that Nexus out. As V is looking to get dove here. Zatai going to start things off. He tanks the tower. Going to go for the reset. He's 2 levels ahead as Qiao. Going to ult him back in. Mini stuns him into the wall. The lasers out onto Doimbi. Actually a grab there onto Zatai as the Scanner Roll gets used, but the gravity field going to try and keep them away as Doimbi's poking out. And again, Xiaogu look for something, but IG give them nothing.
You know a game's getting desperate when a Skarner ults a Maokai. That is a very dire predicament. Invictus Gaming, they're pushing down on the inhibitor.
B goes into the back line. He doesn't quite find Kid, who gets knocked up. Rookie dishes out so much AoE. TCT's in the front. Swift goes down. Doinby's forced to jump away, but he's going to end up getting caught. Finally, it looks like he will be able to escape over the wall. But IG, they don't care about the cat. Well, maybe they do. They end up getting the final kill. The Nexus is in front of them. IG are looking for that spot at Worlds, and they just might have found it.
They're going to dive back in. V will die. The towers will fall, and Invictus Gaming are going to deliver the killing blow. They honestly could have won against EDG yesterday, but they'll bounce back after that 3-1 loss. They'll take out the turrets. They'll pick up their last few kills, and Invictus Gaming sweep Xiaogu to take the last LPL spot at the 2015 World Championships.
What a performance as well from these guys. They just did not slow down. From the very beginning of the first game, the last second of their third, it looked like Xiaogu had no response. This Invictus Gaming team, that is a scary sight to send to Worlds.
And look, Rookie and Qiao, if you've never been to Worlds before, sure as hell earned it in this tournament. Rookie looking like one of the best mid laners in the world with the way he's played this tournament. Completely deserved their spot. Invictus Gaming, what a story for a bastion of Chinese League of Legends to grow so much and be around for so long. It's crazy to think that this team is now only going to get their second visit to the League of Legends World Championships. But it's a new roster, it's a new time for this team, and they sure as hell earned it.
Yeah, IG are back. They will be standing on the world stage soon. And they have got to be so proud, finally taking that win. Zatai saying, you know, it's not that hard. We can actually make it. We can do this. And showing that yes, they can do this indeed. And not just by any small feat, not by this enormous drawn-out Game 5 slaughter. They made it look easy.
They certainly did. And EDG, even then, getting a run for their money in that best-of-5 they lost yesterday. Qiao were looking strong. They had so much pulled into the playoffs and pulled into this tournament. Even Snake, who had a disappointing regional qualifier for them, I think it's safe to say, still looking strong. The 4 teams in this tournament, any 2 of them would have been a very strong representation for China at Worlds. But I think at the end of the day, EDG are going, IG are going. They'll both join LGD. And the Chinese presence at Worlds is something to behold.
Oh, yeah.
Qiao, they were so close.
They were.
The rookies almost made it to Worlds, but Invictus Gaming, and again, you just said it. I don't think China could have sent any better teams. They've got LGD, EDG, and now Invictus Gaming.
All the G's.
All the G's. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition.
And you can see regional qualifier has been a lot of fun. We've had cosplay. We've had Qiao styling on people with Master Yi. We've had the ups and downs of Snake and Qiao, the
We've
EDG.
had Ribbons, we've had Fioras,
We've had
Gangplank,
Darius.
Skarner. This has been amazing.
It certainly has. But 2 teams